The market for the first charitable online lottery. MGM is willing to pay $607 million for an online casino. That alone shows the market for internet gambling. In addition, lotteries are the most popular form of gambling, and there is no international online lottery of any note. Our offering would create the first international charitable online lottery. Here our charity would be operating the first charitable online lottery, and one of only 9 altogether. It would be the first one truly designed to sell across the entire United States as well as to an international market. All states and foreign governments would get as much as if they ran their own online lottery. The lottery ticket winners would get the same payout as if the states and foreign governments were running their own lotteries. So there is no competition with any state or foreign government. Not all states or foreign governments have lotteries, so an online charitable lottery running this way would in essence be the government lottery for these states and governments. New York, for instance, sold $10 billion in tickets in 2019 and yet does not have an online lottery component. In the few states which have online lotteries, they generate 3 to 4% of the sales and are increasing, which means at least $350 million could be made for New York through our online lottery sales to its residents. The lottery could sell that $350 million in online lottery tickets in New York, and after paying New York and the prize winners, the gross would be about 10%. 1%, $3.5 million, would go to us as rent, and the charity, after paying its taxes, would make about 5% for its charitable operations. Our progress in establishing the lottery. The 14-foot bank lighthouse has already been purchased from the U.S. government. In the sale, the United States retained the right to continue operating the lighthouse beacon. We are now set and ready for renovation to begin, and then followed by the lottery operations. Our offering only works because we are operating the lottery on a federal enclave, just as the online lottery in Washington, D.C. is being run in that federal enclave. By operating on a federally enclaved lighthouse, we are totally legal, and no state, including Delaware, can interfere with our lottery. The federal government itself cannot and will not interfere with us as long as we do not violate any federal laws. So we will not do so. Simply put, as long as the light is in operation, the lighthouse is a federal enclave. The United States has operated the light as a navigational aid for 150 years and has no intention to stop anytime soon. To operate an online lottery, its operations must be legal where it is located. An online lottery on a federal enclave is legal. That was upheld in the First Circuit Court of Appeal decision, which the Biden administration has accepted. We had been focusing on operating the online lottery only for Americans. We have now realized that this is really an international online lottery, and thus able to sell its tickets globally. Furthermore, it could be the de facto online lottery for every nation in the world which does not have one. There simply is no legal impediment from selling our lottery tickets in every country online. All we need to do is put a web page in the language of each country. By doing for each country what we are doing for the American states, i.e. pay 65% to the winners in that country and paying roughly 25% of the ticket prices sold in each country would receive as much as if it was running the lottery itself. So we would not be in competition with any state or country. Everyone can appreciate intuitively that being the first in a field without competition and offering a service in immense demand creates the market that is as close to a monopoly that anyone can get.